Good night, good night. Have one time tonight. God is good and God is good all the time. My name is Carmen Jess Spirit Divine. I'm here to give you word on tonight. Now, we had talked about Adam and Eve, and now we're gonna talk about the two sons that they had. That was the first two sons on earth. Just like Adam and Eve was the first human being on earth. You know, so Adam and Eve got kicked out of the garden. From being disobedient when God had forbid them from not eating the fruit of the tree, and they ate it anyway. They let Satan deceive them. So they got kicked out. But God did tell them to multiply. You know. So Adam and Eve had two sons. That was the first two sons on earth. It's the famous Bible story. So the story of brothers, obedience and disobedience of God's instruction and the implication of murder. So the Lord looked with favor on Abel, and his offering, but on Cain, his offering he did not look with favor. So Cain was very angry. And when you're so angry with someone, and you're so jealous, he was jealous of his brother, because God had favor on his offering. Anger and jealousy lead to killing and murder. It's both the same thing, but it will lead to that. So we're gonna see later on how God gonna try to encourage him, because God knows jealousy leads to ill killing. So this package about two boys are different. We know God had favor Abel, obedience and disobedience, and what will lead to murder. So Genesis chapter 4, verse 1 through 26, where the story gonna come from. So Adam made love to his wife Eve and became pregnant, and gave birth to a son named Cain. Later on she gave birth to a brother, Abel. So these two brothers gonna be different. They came in different apart, different times. So now when Adam and Eve they was living in paradise. Until they ate the fruit, they realized they was naked. They wasn't gonna receive no pain, no nothing until they messed that up. So they were living in paradise. So they was naked with no shame. But they was never going to feel pain. We never was supposed to feel pain. So they both, ate the fruit of the tree of knowledge and got kicked out of the garden. So now Eve have two sons, and she feels the pain. Remember, we weren't supposed to feel pain. And she messed that up. So that goes beyond childbirth. So every care flocks and chain works to solve in the course of time. Cain brought some of the fruits of the soil as an offering to the Lord. And Abel also brought an offering. But the Lord looked with favor on it. And his offering, but on Cain and his offering, he did not look favor on Cain. So Cain was very angry, and his face was just downcast. So now we see that God had favor on him and not Cain. And what would make Cain jealous of his brother Abel? To Cain, he's mad. So God said to Cain, "Why are you angry? If you do what is right, and you will not, be accepted. But if you do not do what is right, sin is crunching at your door. It's desperate to have you, but you must rule over it." So God trying to encourage us, because God know you so angry. God said, "Why you so angry?" God already know that anger gonna turn into something horrible that you would do. Because sometimes people don't think when they're so mad. So God trying to talk to Cain before he do something he'll regret. And that's why God says sin is crunching at his door. Now Cain said to his brother Abel, "So let's go out in the field." Now he's trying to warn his brother out there in the field so he can do something to him. So while they were in the field, Cain attacked his brother Abel and killed him. So he killed him in the field. So now Cain killed his brother Abel because he was jealous and he had favor with God. His jealousy lead to murder, But the Lord said to Cain, "What is your brother?" And he replied, "I am my brother keeper. I don't know." So the Lord said, "What have you done?" Because God heard him, his brother crying out for help. You know, so the Lord said, "What have you done? Your brother blood cries out to me from the ground." So God hears his cries from the ground. So when you work the ground, it will no longer hear its cries for you. He will be a curse. Rashly wandering, on the earth. So they see God. Now God kicked them out. Now bad enough, your parents got kicked out of the garden. Now you getting kicked out of the land. So it's just like it's going on and on. So now this is a curse that been put on my chain for killing his brother. Cain said, "Lord, my punishment is more than I can bear. Today you are driving me from the land. You know, like just like you did his mother and his father. Drove them out the land. Told y'all to leave, get out this land. You know. So so I will be hidden from your presence, and I will be arrestedly wandering on the earth, and whoever find me will kill me." So he worrying about who gonna kill him after he just killed his brother. So the Lord said, "Not so." God said, "Not so." You know, anyone who kill you, will suffer vengeance 7 times. 7 times. And will put a mark on chains so that no one who find him will kill him. See, God's still protecting him. You done killed your brother that God had favor on. But God is still protecting you. Even though you did something wrong, God's still protecting you. So Cain left from God's presence and lived in the land unknown, east of Eden. Now Cain have a wife. So now he had a wife. So living, his wife Cain made love to his wife. She became pregnant and gave birth to us into a son. So now she Cain have a wife, a son. He making a family, bloodline, for himself. And Cain started building a city, and he named it after his son. So he started building a city. Being a city, he started just having more and more children. Started multiplying. So Cain multiplied, filled up the city that he built. Adam and Eve lost a son. They lost a son, but Adam made love to his wife Eve again, and she gave birth to a son, saying that God had granted her another child in a place of heaven, since Cain had killed him. So it feels like they lost two sons. One was killed and the other one had left. Now God consulted her by giving her another child. So God gave her another child. So her other son, whom Eve viewed as a gift from God. It's a gift from God. Because see, God knew her pain. She was suffering when Cain killed her son. So God, for what must have been an aching heart. See, God knows she had an aching heart, a sorry heart. God know all these things, So Eve, even today, in a mother's sorrow, that God come alongside her and smoothing her pain feel, pain her heart by providing sweet consultation and comfort. See, God know our pain. God know our suffering. God know all that. She was in pain when Cain killed her son. So God gave her another son in a place for her heart. So we see that one, Adam and Eve had two sons. Cain and Abel. Two, we see that God favored every offering, but not Cain. We see that Cain had got jealous. He was mad and he was angry. and that leads to killing his brother. You know, so four. That's why God tries to calm him down, with his anger, because madness, jealousy, will turn into murdering someone. So six, Cain led his brother in the field to kill him. Come on, let's go in the field. Having his brother thinking we about to do a brotherly pact, a brotherly thing up in the field. All the while he had a plan to kill his own brother. So seven, Cain got kicked out of the land. Cain left and started building a city for himself and his family, because his family just started growing, you know, and he got kicked out of the land just like his mom and daddy got kicked out of the garden. So we see that Adam and Eve lost a son, but God gave them another son, you know. Um, so Cain sinned, by murdering his brother, and being disobedient, So they'll never be so angry with someone or jealous of someone, it will lead to murdering someone, So there was the first two on earth, and had all this chaos going on. Had all that chaos, bringing your brother in the land, in the field, to have him killed, to kill him, So that just cool, how two brothers, two sisters, whatever the case is, you know. You have to calm yourself down, because when you're so angry with someone, you're gonna do the type of things that Cain did. And he did this to his own brother, you know. And the pack was about uh, obedience and disobedience. So we see that Cain was disobedient. He let his madness, you know, got the best of him, and that's why God was trying to calm him down earlier. He said sin was crunching at your door, and he overlooked that and didn't want to hear all that, you know. But God was trying to calm him down, because the madness, the angry, the jealousy, it will all turn to hurting someone real bad. We see that he led his brother into the field to kill him. So the package is about, don't be so angry, calm down, you know, calm down. That's what God was trying to calm him down. You, you know, um, don't be jealous. Don't be so angry with another person. You'll wind up doing the type of things that Shane had did. Something that you're gonna regret. So that's all the word I have for you on today. We start from the front to the back, because I'm about to start doing Bible study, and I think that'll be a best lesson to the to learn from the beginning to the end. So y'all have a blessed night, and I'll see y'all on the next video.